But it was so unbeknownst to me, they always train in bank order, which is blueprint, action, nurturing, and knowledge. And again, unbeknownst to me, my husband happened to be a blueprint, action, knowledge, nurture. So I literally spent the first 8 hours learning more about my husband in 8 hours than I had known in 13 years of living with him, day in and day out, about all the ways that he was actually showing me how much he loved and adored me that I just wrote off as not love. Just put it that way. And it was just because it sounded different. It wasn't my way of showing love. My communication style shows it differently. But the only way I had to filter it before I walked in that day was through mine. See, that's what happens with every single person on planet Earth that doesn't know the bank methodology, or if there's any other one out there like it, which I do not know of at this point. Everything they hear goes through the filter. It does not matter who it's coming from. The only way they know to interpret it, because we're all speaking the same language and we're all taught that every brain functions the same. So however I filter it must be the way it was meant, because there's only one language and one brain functionality. And that's where we're different. That's what we have found out, that there's actually 3 different brain functionalities in a filter, for starters, and that they have different ways of expressing themselves.
Yeah, I love this chat so much because I am like a neuro-linguist lover. I love the idea that language is a code, because I'm a nerd and we speak this code. Perhaps like right now we're speaking English and I'm using my hands if you're watching this video and stuff like that. And I've got writing on the whiteboard, and it's communication. And I always think of it as 3 parts. There's the actual coding. How do I code what I'm thinking into what I'm saying? And then there's parsing. It's sending that information. And then somebody decodes it. Somebody receives that information. And essentially what I heard there is that by just being aware of this type of communication and understanding how somebody else might decode the information, you can codify your language to be received with the intention that you want it to be received with.